What's going on, guys? It's the Honda Baron, and today's video I want to talk about getting your motorcycle license here in Ontario, specifically the steps you need to take to get your motorcycle license here in Ontario. If you're not from here, if you're not from Ontario, I guess this doesn't matter, but if you are, here's the steps you need to take, and I guess like a bit of a helpful, personalized guide on the best strategy of getting your license. I don't really have much else to say right now. I just took a huge... No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. Let's hop on the bike and let's ride. So if you are thinking about getting your motorcycle here in this beautiful province that's currently open for business, shout out to Doug Ford, then you've probably Googled it or YouTubed it. I just wanted to put together a super helpful guide that covers everything you need to know about getting your motorcycle license here in beautiful Ontario. So before doing anything, before going to get the written test, before booking the course, the best first step, step one, which is going to save you a lot of stress and headaches in the future, is start by getting insurance quotes, you guys. There's no point in going to get your bike. This guy's going to wave. No, shout out to the Harley guys that don't wave. There's no point in going to get your motorcycle license if you won't get insured, if you can't afford insurance, or for whatever reason, you know, you just can't, insurance just isn't available for your specific bike or whatever. So before doing anything, it's very important that you start by getting quotes and even calling local places and seeing what they recommend. If you're getting quotes that are too high, get on the phone and call. But it's very important that you start by getting quotes for insurance and seeing that insurance is available for you as a new rider and that you do meet the requirements. Checking that insurance is available for you as a new rider is very important. You want it to be available. You don't want to go through the whole process of getting your bike, getting your motorcycle license, and getting a bike just to find out that you can't get insured, and then you spend all that money for nothing and you're going to have a real bad day. So it's important that you do that step first before doing anything else, and making sure that you have insurance and that it's affordable for you and that it's available for your motorcycle in whatever area you live in. Now in Toronto and like the GTA, insurance quotes are going to be a lot higher than if you live, say, in North Bay or, you know, Sudbury. You're just going to be paying a lot more money to ride here in Southern Ontario, and I wrote a video about that, so check that out. I made a video about that, why motorcycle insurance is so high. So check out that video, and that'll give you a better idea of how to get cheaper rates and how to find the best insurance. And with insurance out of the way, assuming you can get insurance, you can move on to the second step of getting your motorcycle license, which here in Ontario, with the graduated licensing system we have, is the M1 motorcycle license. And now this is a written test. You just go into the local drive test center and you write the test. And assuming you pass, you will have your M1 motorcycle license. Now the test is a very easy written test. Get the motorcycle book. Just teaches you the basics of, the book just kind of explains the basics of riding a motorcycle on city streets. And along with the book, you have to do signs, so don't forget to touch up on those if you haven't, done the written test in a while. Don't forget to touch up on the signs, and definitely read the book. It's full of all the information you need to successfully pass the written test on the first shot. I believe it's out of 20, and you can get, you have to get 16 or better, or you can get 4 wrong. So yeah, 16 or better to get the M1. Now the M1 is only valid for 60 days. So after getting your M1, you have 60 days to upgrade to the M2. And now the M2 is the secondary license in our licensing system. And with the M2, you can ride at night, you can ride on the bigger highways, you can take a passenger. And to get the M2, the best thing to do is to take a motorcycle safety course. Without taking one, I don't actually know how you could get your M2 unless you rented a motorcycle and maybe already had insurance. There might be options for that, but the best way to get your M2 is through the course, is by doing a motorcycle safety course. And upon graduating from these motorcycle safety courses, you will get your M2. Whether it's the same day you got your M1 or 50 days later, you automatically are upgraded to the M2 license, and this helps a ton with insurance. You'll get insured right away. Even if you just got your M1 a week earlier, you're automatically upgraded. You don't have to wait the full 60 days. The courses are totally worth it. They're about $200 to $400 for the course, and it's definitely worth it because it'll teach you how to ride. It'll teach you the basics of operating a motorcycle, and it'll give you the confidence you need to be operating a bike on city streets. You don't want to be unconfident. You don't want to be nervous, and these courses will help you start developing your skills as a new rider. And it's definitely worth it. It's gonna be hard to get insurance without having done a course, and the course will also help you get a better rate on insurance, and you'll also be able to start riding right away instead of waiting for the full 60 days or however long it takes to get your M2 if you decide not to do the course. So I recommend getting your M1 and then taking a motorcycle safety course before that 60 days is up, because if not, you'll have to rewrite the test, and nobody wants to be doing that, right? So your M2 is good for 22 months without the course, but with the course, you're eligible to get your M, which is the final stage in the motorcycle licensing here in Ontario. And with your M, of course, you will be able to take advantage of much better insurance rates. You have to wait 22 months without the course, and it's only an 18-month wait if you do take the M2 exit course. And I also recommend doing the M2 exit after those 18 months so that you can get your full M license, because if you decide to go to the ministry or drive test rather, the waits are quite long, especially if you're booking in the summer. And at the course, you spend the entire day running these different routes on the bike on the M2 exit, and the last route is the test. So as long as you are following proper motorcycle techniques, you know, stopping properly with your hands and foot on the brakes, your left foot on the ground, driving defensively, not speeding, you're going to get the M2. The courses are a little bit cheaper than the M1 exit course, so there's still a few $100, but not as expensive. And again, you will get a huge break on insurance by taking the M2 exit course. You'll get another break on insurance, and all that helps when it comes to the money you're spending on your bike. And it's good to, you know, do the refresher with the M2 exit in case maybe you haven't been practicing the best riding techniques or driving with one hand or any of that, right? So it is a good idea to take the M2 exit course. It makes it a lot easier to get your license, and you can take that after 18 or 22 months depending on whether or not you did the M1 course. And now it's really that easy. The hardest step is just getting yourself to sign up and taking the first course. So if you're on the fence about it, you can still get your M2. You don't have to get a bike right away, but it's definitely worth getting it. It's definitely worth doing the courses and going through the system if you are interested in riding. It's really not that hard, guys. I know some of you might be nervous or oh, it's a bit grimy out here, or a bit apprehensive about taking the course, but the course is a blast. Riding is a blast. It's really not that scary or as dangerous as anybody makes it out to be, and I would highly recommend taking the course and getting your motorcycle license if you are the least bit interested. It's a fun process. Riding is so fun. I love it. It's now my main hobby, and I think you guys would like it too if you found this video and you are considering it. And that's it, guys. That's how easy it is to get your motorcycle license here in Ontario. So take the M1 test, pass, take the motorcycle safety course to get your M2, wait another 18 months or 22 months, whether or not you took the course, and then go get your M. And that's it. It's that easy. Don't forget to call for quotes first, because you want to make sure that you can get insured, or that you can get that there is insurance available for your bike or your age or location before you finally go out and want to start riding. Let's say you spent all the money, you got all the gear and everything, then you find out you can't get insured. That's no fun, you know? So make sure you get the insurance taken care of first, and at least get a quote, making sure that you're eligible to ride. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Hopefully this has helped you out with your own. Hopefully this has helped you out if you're planning on getting a motorcycle. If you have any questions, definitely let me know down below. I'm happy to answer anything about the course or getting a motorcycle, or even finding better insurance rates. Happy to help out new riders whenever I can. And as always, you guys, wherever you are, I hope you have a wonderful day or a wonderful night, and we'll see you in the next video.